Hi everybody, my name is Jennifer and I'm recording our first video for Dandelion Homestead in Pennsylvania. We are a suburban homestead, meaning we live in suburbia and we don't have tons and tons of acres. We only have about a quarter of an acre. We have 6 ducks, 2 rabbits, and a dog, which doesn't sound like much. We're just starting, but I started my little homestead about a year ago, and the reason that we started was my daughter suddenly became allergic to chicken eggs and cow's milk. And after cooking for like a year without those things, I was just tired of having food that didn't taste the way food used to taste. So after a lot of research, I found out that she can have duck eggs. Only about 5% of the people who are allergic to chicken eggs are also allergic to duck eggs. And she wasn't. So I went to our local Asian supermarket for duck eggs because I read online that's where you can usually get them. They were $5.50 for 6 eggs. I almost fell over because you can get a dozen chicken eggs for $2 or $3, you know. And me and my husband both work, but we're not millionaires, you know. And with the amount of eggs that my family actually eats, that is not maintainable or sustainable at all. And the other reason is, after seeing like all the crap that big companies put in our food, like, is just insane. Like, if you ever want to see a good documentary and you have Netflix, watch Food Inc. After that, it's like you will never look at supermarket meat the same way again. My other concern is, God forbid we ever had a crisis, like another world war or anything like that. People always say, oh yeah, the war will never come here to the United States. Granted, even if a war does not come here, there's still going to be hardships. Do you think the stock market's still going to do wonderful? Do you think people aren't going to lose jobs? And my thing is, if I can grow it and we have it, we're not going to go hungry. We're not going to starve, which can happen. And people always think, oh, you know, times have changed, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you can take the chance with your family, but I'm not taking it with mine. No, I'm not a nutty prepper, but at least if I have the skills, there will be one less thing that I have to worry about. So, needless to say, I figured as I'm prepping for the next season, and I know you're thinking, oh my god, it's not even 2019 yet. You need to get cracking now. I figured I would at least start filming videos so you guys can see what you need to do for next year if you're starting homesteading in your backyard or in suburbia where you don't have tons and tons of acres. And sorry if I seem distracted. I have a cake baking for a funeral and my ducks are quacking in the backyard. I don't see them, but I hear them. Sometimes they can see me through the window and they start quacking. But I will tell you, for 2019, I do have a goal of growing 20% of my own food. I'm also going to grow flowers. I was never really a flower grower. My great-grandmom used to say, if you can't eat it, it's not worth growing. But we need pollinators to grow our food. So if you want more tomatoes, if you want more cucumbers, if you want more, you need the pollinators. So there is one thing that I will grow. I got these seeds from Baker Creek, I think it was. And these are zinnias. And I've never really been a big flower fan, but so pretty. Like, this is like a darker, lighter pink. This one here is a little bit darker, and they're so nice. Like, I learned from another YouTuber that I can cut these and it'll keep growing. It was from Roots and Refuge Farm in Arkansas. she's like, yeah, you can cut them and they'll grow again, which she was saying in her video. But I never knew that. So I cut them, and once you start homesteading and growing your own food, you will have tons of these mason jar. So I just have them sitting here because I think that they're pretty. I planted them in the spring. They never grew. And I forgot that there were tulips there that grow every year. So the tulips grew. And then all of a sudden they started growing. And they just started growing now. It's October. So next year I'm going to plant them in raised beds with tomatoes and things like that for their beauty. I can trim them and bring them in, but they also attract pollinators to my vegetables, so it will be a win-win. So I'm definitely going to grow zinnias again. So if you're looking for things to grow for your 2019, I would recommend zinnias. If you want flowers, zinnias. They're so beautiful. Like we've had a couple of nights of frost, but the zinnias are still growing out there. There's an orange one and a red one out there. This is only like 2 plants that are growing, so they come in a couple different colors, but they're so beautiful. Anyhow, I just wanted to give you an introduction. My next video will probably be on what my plans are for 2019, as far as what I'm going to plant in the garden, and probably be on ducks too, or chickens. I love ducks. They are so comical. It is not even funny, which is why I named our little homestead Dandelion Homestead, because my male Pekin duck, he was yellow like a dandelion, so I didn't know if he was a boy or a girl. I named him Dandelion. Well, his name is Dandelion. He's my favorite, but we won't tell the other ducks. Thank you for watching, and I hope that this isn't too crazy or too rambly. I just wanted to start an introduction video, and I didn't write it down, but I had quiet time before the funeral, and the kids aren't here because they're at church, so I just wanted to shoot a quick introduction. I'm going to reel it in a little bit and have a more focused topic on the next ones, but I just wanted to say hello and give you a brief introduction. Until next time, bye-bye.